We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Second down, here's Hurts. Open man, completes it to Butler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Sanders. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Carry here for the big tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's taken down.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Gain on the play. And an Eagle first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
For the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Let's get it.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. This is taken at the 15. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a...
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their
yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in the play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 41-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hakeem Butler there to make the grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
42-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
To throw again. Allen. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And again, it's Allen. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 27, Mike 27. Got one.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Woo! Picked up by Jalen Mills. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So now 2 pick-6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mike 51, Mike 51. We ain't giving up nothing today.
From midfield, here's Allen rolling to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 43. Switch. Check it out, read.
Another run here with Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mark 55.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
The kick is
And he puts it through.
makes the score Eagles 33, Washington nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The Eagle ball carrier.
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
6.
The 6. Another run with Sanders. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
40, Washington nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now 3rd and 8.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, it's Allen. And another interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Eagles 47, Washington nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You mine. 51's Mike. Mike 51. I got him. 79 Bronco. Check.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 49-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42. We own them. We own them.
Operating from the gun, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Hey. 4 down. Check it out.
Hurts is going to try and run, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
35 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
Hurts. And they'll get this into the hands of Huntley. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch your slack, watch your slack.
Throwing again. Smith. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return, Jackson. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point good by Hopkins as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On the option, it'll be Hurts. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts.